Hi, let's do a quick review of what we learned last class. When you solve an inequality, you use inverse operations to solve just like you do in an equation. Let's check it out. So here I've got x plus 4, right? The opposite of plus 4 is minus 4. Remember, what we're trying to do is get this x by itself. So, in order to do that, we need to get rid of the plus 4. Opposite or inverse operation would be to subtract 4. Then I cancel that out and bring down what's left, which is going to be x, and 12 minus 4 is 8. Also make sure you're bringing down the correct sign, greater than. So, x is greater than 8. Here we have x and a negative 4. To get rid of a negative 4 or a minus 4, the inverse is plus. The opposite of subtraction is addition. So we add 4 to both sides. That cancels out. We have x, 16, and we bring down our sign, greater than or equal to. Notice in this problem, the number is directly next to the x. It's attached to it. That means multiplication. The inverse of multiplication is division. So I am going to divide by 4 to get rid of the 4 times x. That makes 1 and cancels out. Bring down x, and 12 divided by 4 is 3. My sign is less than or equal to. Finally, we have a problem where the x is being divided by 4. The inverse of division is multiplication. So I'm going to times or multiply by 4 on both sides to cancel out the division. Then I bring down x is less than 12 times 4, which is 48. So we're doing the inverse just like we did when we were solving equations. There's one exception, or not really an exception, but one thing you have to look out for, and that's, do I need to flip the sign? Okay. So there's a rule about when you need to flip the sign. First, perform your inverse operation. I have a number that's directly next to the x. Even though it's negative, it's right next to the x. So this is still multiplication. To get rid of it, I have to divide. I divide by the number that's with the x. So divide by negative 3. Cancel this out and I bring it down. X, 12 divided by negative 3 is negative 4. However, now when we bring down our sign, we need to do a quick check. We need to check if we flip the sign. Our sign is less than. We flip the sign if, in order to solve, the inverse operation was a multiplication or division. Here, we divided. Okay, so since we divided, we do have to flip the sign. And if it is a negative number. So we divided, and the number that we divided by was negative. So we have to flip the sign. Goes from less than to greater than. If just one of these are true, then we don't have to flip the sign. It has to be both. It has to be multiply or dividing and by a negative value. Let's check out the other one. Draw my line. This is division. X is being divided by 4, so to cancel that out, we're going to multiply by 4. Multiply by whatever number we're trying to cancel out. That goes away as the inverse, and I have x and negative 20. Now we need to check and see if we flip our sign. Did we multiply or divide? Well, in order, our inverse operation right here was multiplication. So yes, we multiplied. Did we multiply by a negative number? No, we did not. We multiplied by positive 4 on both sides. Even though we multiplied the positive 4 by this negative, we're only interested in the number we used. We multiplied by positive 4. So since we didn't multiply by a negative, we don't flip the sign. It stays greater than or equal to, same as it was before. So make sure that you flip the sign if it's both multiplying or dividing by a negative number.